and it's all about the back end. So another thing, so let's imagine another thing I want to cover is lifetime value. Okay, this is something a lot of people do not know. So you think, most people seem to think they're going to make all the money on the front end. Okay, who own the product. Let's say you joined a program, an MLM program. Okay, you bought this traffic and you made about 80% back. Sometimes you've got to think outside the box, and I've done this with a few marketers recently and say, well, you've bought this traffic, you've got 80% back. Over 6 months, you've got to think, you might make 8% back in month 1, and then people kind of forget about the traffic they got after that. And it's like, well, why not sell it as sold out traffic, because it's come from fresh sources, or you bought it from me, they've only seen your offer, they haven't seen many other offers. Why not sell that traffic to someone else? And that's kind of the way that, when you release a product and you work with JVs, that's kind of how it works. It's like a solo ad in a way, but you monetize differently. You're using an affiliate scheme instead of a CPC model. So people need to think about lifetime value. When you think of that, that can really change your business. Obviously, then comes into play is cash flow problems, because if you make a direct return on the front end, we call it a zero funnel, or whatever you spend on traffic you make back straight away. That's the ultimate goal, because then you can just exponentially grow. But there's certain traffic models where you can't make a return straight. And there's certain niches. For example, the personal development niche is really hard to monetize straight away. So you have to look at LTV. And if we go back to when we think, like I said earlier, what do I expect from this business model, from this niche or whatever? Yeah. You kind of know that PD is going to take longer to monetize. You've got to have more cash to put into it. Does that all make sense? I think too many newbies don't think like that. They don't try and plan because they haven't got the experience. They don't know what the figures roughly should be. So they don't know what a good squeeze page in that niche should do. They don't know a sales conversion rate based on the price and how good the product is. They can't string all the figures together. And when you get all those figures, you can think, well, if it didn't work, you can look at those figures and think, right, if I can get 5% extra opt-in rate, then this might become workable, because it affects all the other figures.
Sure.
Which comes back to track and everything.